Hello everyone, welcome to Gogetmyguru. In this video, we'll be learning about Python iterators. So let's quickly take a look at the agenda for today. We'll be discussing about what are iterables, and we'll also know what are iterators and the difference between these two. And then we'll see how to create an iterator, and also we'll see how to create user-defined iterator or custom iterators. So let's get started with our first topic. What are iterables? We have seen in our previous videos while discussing list, string or tuple, what are they exactly? Yes, they are iterable. So iterable is an object which one can loop over. So any object which we can loop over is called iterable. For example, list, strings, tuples, dictionary, files, all these comes under iterable. I hope you are clear with the meaning of iterable. So let's take an example and understand. Let's say I have a list of mobile phone make. So here I have Apple, and let's say we have Samsung and we have Realme. Let's put one more make in this list. So let's say we have Nokia. So these are the items I am having in my list. So what happens? Can I iterate through the list? Yes. As we have seen in our example, to print a single item from this list. So how we did that? We did that using indexing to print a particular item. Suppose if I want to print all the items, what did we use? We used for loop for item in mobile underscore make print item. I hope you remember this. So if I run this now, you can observe here the items in the list got printed. So what is happening? So we are using for loop to print all the items of the list. Do you ever thought what is this for loop or how does it works internally? Okay, so today we'll discuss how does this work and what exactly the logic implemented in for loop. So before that, let's discuss a word iterator. So for loop is a internally working as iterator. So what are iterators? Iterator is an object which is used to iterate over an iterable object. So what is iterable object? We defined it is a list, tuple, dictionary or files. So the meaning here is iterator is an object which is used to do iteration over the items or elements of the list, tuple, dictionary or files. But the condition is we are going to use two methods here. So what are they? Those two methods are underscore underscore iter and underscore underscore next. So underscore underscore is also called as dunder or magic methods. We'll see how we can implement this iter and next methods. I have already said that for loop is implemented by using iter protocol. So iter protocol consists of iter method and next method. How internally for loop works? Let's discuss that. I'll remove these two lines of code. Let me comment this list. Now iter underscore object is equal to iterable. So what I am doing here? So this is put under try block. Next we have to write except block, except stop iteration, and then we have to give break. So this is how for loop is implemented internally. So what does this mean? Instead of iterable here, for example, iterable here is our mobile make. So once I pass this list to iter function, our list is converted to iterator. So once iterator list is converted to iterator, how can I get the elements of that iterator? By using next method. So here you can note that we are using next method to get the elements of the iterable. So what is this stop iteration now? This is an exception. So this stop iteration is also an inbuilt exception. What it signals? it signals the end from iterator.next. That means if the end of the list is reached, if there are no elements to print or the list has exhausted, that time this exception is raised. So this is how for loop works. I hope now you have at least the basic idea of what is iterable and what is iterator. Still confused? Don't worry, we'll see with an example. Let's move on to our next topic, creating an iterator. So let us take the same list here. Now, to create an iterator, this list is not iterator now. So how we can be sure that it is not iterator? So let's check that. To check that, print dir mobile underscore make. Let's run this. Let me make this little larger. So here you can see that we have iter method. So for this list we have iter method or iter method. But I said when you say an object as iterator, it should be implemented by using two methods. One is iter method and other one is next method. Can you see here anywhere next method? No. So these are all the applicable methods and attributes to the list. In order to convert our mobile make list to iterator, we have to make use of two functions. One is iter function and next function. Let's see how we can do that. So let me just remove this line of code. Now I'll say manufacture is equal to iter of mobile make. So what am I doing here? I'm just taking one variable and making use of iter function to convert this mobile make to iterator. Now let me just print this manufacture. Let's see what output we'll get. So when I try to print that, it is telling list iterator object. So now you can note that list is converted to iterator, but here I am not getting the mobile make or mobile manufacturer names. Instead, I am getting a hexadecimal value which is an address. So how I can access the elements of this list now? Yes, we have to make use of next function. Let's see that. So here we'll just make use of next function. So next, and then now let's run this and check whether manufacturer names are getting printed. Yes. Now we are getting only the first elements of our list, that is apple. Why it is not printing all the elements? One thing to note here is whenever you use next function, it will return values one by one. So if I want to access all the elements, I need to make use of print next once again. So let me just copy this. I'll print 3 times. Let's see what happens. So here you can see 3 elements are getting printed. So I'll again print 2 more times. Now let's run this once again. Yes, we are getting all the elements of the list, but then we are getting exception, that is stop iteration. When list gets exhausted, stop iteration is raised. I hope you are clear now with what is this stop iteration. That is because after Nokia we don't have any elements in this list. That's why it is raising stop iteration. Now you might be having a question, can I use for loop instead of so many print functions? Yes, of course you can use. Let's write a code for I in manufacture print I. Let's see what output we'll get. So let me comment all these lines first. Yes, now we are getting list of items. So we can use a single print statement to print the next element, or else we can go for loop as well. Now most of you might be wondering, what is the use of converting the existing list to iterator and then looping over it? So once the list is created, all these items gets space in memory location. But when I convert this to iterator, unless you call the items, the memory location is not initialize. Assume I have converted this mobile make to iterator using iter module. So when I converted, these items will not get space in memory location unless until I make use of next method or next function or for loop to access those elements. I hope you are clear. Whenever we want applications to save memory, that time we can go for this iterators. So let's move on to our next topic. Can we create our own custom iterator? Yes, of course you can create. Let's see how we can do that. Let's take an example that is going to give us odd numbers from 1 to, let's say, 20. To do that, first we need to create a class. So let's create a class odd numbers. Now let's make use of iter method here, underscore underscore iter underscore. I'll make use of self. So self dot num is equal to, I'll initialize my number to 1, return self. Now let's define next method. So dunder next self, give colon here. If self dot number is less than 20, I need to print all the odd numbers in the range of 20. So I am taking less than 20. Next underscore number is equal to self dot num, and then I'll increment this number. So self dot num plus is equal to 2. Else I'll raise a stop iteration exception. Now let's take one more variable called odd. I'll take one more variable odd and let's make use of this class here. Next I'll take odd underscore iter is equal to, I'll convert it to iterator, so odd. Next let's make use of for loop for I in odd underscore iter print I. So here in next I have to return this next number. So next number. Let's run this and check what output we will get. So here you can observe that we have got all the numbers, all the odd numbers between 1 to 20. I hope you guys are clear with the concept of iterators and why we use iterators. Iterators are used to save resources like memory. So whenever we want to save memory,
request you to like our videos to support us. Leave us a feedback in the comment section. Have you subscribed to our channel? If not, request you to click on subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive regular updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next session. Keep coding. Happy learning.